We got Leaf Game. That doesn't look very casual. Prison Simulator. Bro, come on. Leaf Game, which is like 2 hours long. I saw someone playing this on TikTok and it looked cool, so decided to get it. I gotta play relaxing stuff, you know? I can't really do stressful stuff. I'm spending so much money, bro. I've been getting Uber Eats like twice a day, which is insane. You know? Open World Survival Craft. Starbound. Yo, what is this? I've seen this thing so many times. I don't know if I've ever actually looked at the game. That's crazy. What is this, Terraria? Space Terraria. Space Terraria. Okay. Hunting is not relaxing, bro. That's killing animals. Come on, that's not relaxing. I'm thinking that's, what's it called? That car game. Power Wash Sim. Maybe. Bongo Cat, that's just a clicker. Am I singing monsters? Didn't realize that was on Steam. I'm so tired all the time, bro. This is just painful. So painful. Man, DLC, $70 for a DLC is insane. Sims is the biggest fucking ripoff, I swear. You pay so much for the DLCs. Actually. That car... That game where you got the car and you fix it and you drive it. It's, I don't know if it's, there's My Summer Car, which is one game. Is that it? This is it. Is it? Is this it? Apocalyptic. Buggy. Is this a scary game? Psychological horror. My winter car. Is this the one? So there's one in the desert, right? Oh, this is not a... Where's the one where you're in a desert? What is this? High effort thumbnail. Screaming in stores prank. What's wrong with those people? Come on, man. What's Pacific Drive? Supernatural. I don't like horror. What's it called? Drive Beyond Horizons. Take this plaster off. Wait, this isn't the game. This isn't, no, maybe this is the game, but this is not what I clicked on, is it? This is not what I clicked on before. Okay. Why has it got the horror tag, bro? Recent reviews are mixed. Anyway, let's just play this life game. Good content. I'm so sick of GTA. I'm too tired to play any of that shit. Too tired to chat. Too tired to PvP. I swear, you have this sickness. You do one thing that's too much, and it just fucks you over for weeks. It's been weeks. It was like 2 weeks ago. I'm so tired all the time. I've done nothing today. I've walked to the dairy, that's it. Rest of the day I've been lying in bed or on the computer. It's an awful life, seriously. Just trying to spend money to make it more enjoyable. Buying games and stuff, but I don't really enjoy a lot of them. Is this gonna work? Hello? Oh, it's bugged as shit. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. What's happening? Oh no. Holy shit, what is happening? No way this is bugging out my computer, bro. I can't have that much stuff open, right? Holy shit, it's rearranging stuff. Absolute lag first. Can I drag this? Okay, Chrome. That'll be Reddit. Oh my fucking god, I hate this bug. I hate this error. It rearranges your tabs, your windows. I wish my life would get better, bro. I don't really want to, like, fucking kill myself or something. I want my life to get better. That's why I try to do things to make it better. It just doesn't really get better. That's the problem. Doesn't really work. What's new? Subwell, Joji. This guy replied to me on Instagram, that was cool. And then my account got banned. Which was sad because I was posting every day and it was giving me reasons to like take photos. Which was really cool. New Instagram account, let's do that. It's gonna be Mystery Axis, some variation of Mystery Axis because that's my name, that's my username. My head hurts so much. I fell into a coma yet another time and doctors still can't figure out why. Oh no. How come there are so many leaves in here again? See, that's the rebirth thing. He forgets. So you repeat it forever. To steal or not to steal. Pick up the leaves and dump them one by one. Or unlock the bag tying ability by cleaning up the entire porch and throw it all at once. As this English. Hold and run. Let the inlets do the heavy lifting. They suck up nearby leaves and convert them into sheck leaves. The in-game currency. Use a rake or leaf blower to hold leaves into an inlet's range, then watch your pockets grow. Okay. I like the sound effects. You can't hear them because I turn it off, but... Ooh. Big house. Am I picking these up? Can't crouch. This is a really cool looking game. I'm kinda overwhelmed though, I can't lie. I wish they could figure out like what causes the mental fatigue and chronic fatigue syndrome because that's the worst of it for me. Money. Greedy grasp. Funny how ChatGPT said that was bullshit, right? Like, I talked to the fucking community worker guy. Ah, got Max. He said, oh, I'm suicidal, oh, I want to kill myself. My life sucks. I tell him all those things. He comes back to me. Oh yeah, 11 days till an appointment. 10 days till an appointment. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Even ChatGPT said that's like fucking bullshit and doesn't always agree with you. Bro, the leaf limit is really annoying. What kind of trees are those? Where are the trees? Where are the leaves even coming from? From this? How are there so many leaves everywhere? Is it that tree? How much is this? Only 75 cents. How much is this? $50, that's still quite cheap. How much is this? $7.50. can't jump. Did it say 50 cents or 75? Yeah, you can jump. I'm so tired. Feel it in my head, it's like painful. Painful fatigue feeling. It's only 6:30. It's crazy how much changes when you just get sick with this. You get what am I trying to say? You push through and then you crash. And then like constantly afterward you feel like shit all the time. Yeah, the only thing you can rely on is like you're not getting better, you won't get better. And the amount of stuff you'll be able to do generally will remain low. I hope it can be more than it is, but that'll probably take months at this point. That was a stupid thing to do, pushing through. Even doing this right now is not very smart, because I really feel tired. But I'm also bored. Hold the button. Greedy grasp. Kinda like clicking. I wonder how long it's gonna take for me to get banned off of YouTube and stuff, you know? Like, just for saying certain things. It's because nobody knows about me. People don't even know I exist, and the people who do, a lot of them kind of pretend that I don't. Well, they only want to hear about stuff if it's not about sickness. So I don't like that. There are so many lives. Are these maple leaves or... I don't know. It's like having the flu but worse. It just lies like every day for fucking weeks. I probably got low testosterone as well. I didn't even realize that. I haven't had it tested since before I was put on the medication the first time. I've probably had it low for years, and I would say it's highly likely that I've got it low currently. Because of this awful fucking medication they put me on, which I talk about so often, but nobody listens. Nobody cares. I post it on social media, no one gives a shit. Why is there a path one out? $3, that's cheap. I can afford that. Jordan. What's this? What is that going to do anyway? Is it going to suck them up or what? That says? What? Why did I even bother doing that? That cost $3. Oh man. That was a waste of money. Everything's so expensive, bro. I get paid so little. I wish I got like $700 a week. That's like minimum wage. Man, what I could do with minimum wage. Holy shit, if I had minimum wage, I could move out of my parents' house and actually live independently. You know? If I had the money, if I had minimum wage, right? How much is this? Isn't it like $7.50? You can get a bigger bag. I should probably stay in here, let's be real. Can you... No. I want to throw it into the... Oh, what? Oh, that's interesting. How much for those? $150 for the next one. It's like I can't even do casual games anymore. I have to do like pointless stuff. Even this is like too much almost. Probably will be. I'll probably end up having some kind of minor crash after playing this. So what can I even do? And nothing improves it. Well, I lie in bed all day and I lie there like hungry. Because I'm trying to lose weight and so I'm like trying to eat. I'm having like an energy limit per day. I was just lying in bed hungry. I couldn't even sleep. I was just hungry. If I'm eating like a normal amount of food for me is like, that's weight gain territory. Literally. It's crazy. A normal amount of food for me, and that's not even just eating until I'm not full. On this awful fucking medication which does this shit, is like, it's weight gain. Every day I do that, you'd be gaining weight. I feel like I'm looking down the whole time, it's weird. Like this should be straining your neck and it's kinda not. Weirdly. $3.50, I can get a bigger bag. Okay, that's the biggest bag, 500. Chronic fatigue syndrome is just a death sentence, bro. You're condemned to a life of like, depending on how bad you have it and depending on the style. There are a lot of people who are like bedbound physically, but they can actually think and do stuff mentally. I honestly wish that like I could think and do stuff mentally because I can't. I'm not bedbound. I'm really tired all the time, but I can do a bit of stuff physically. I can't do anything mentally. It's insane. I try to. It's only in a really good situation I can do stuff mentally, which is it's like mental stuff is what actually matters to me as well. The thing, it's really weird. What I see in MECFS communities, everyone's obsessed about being able to do things physically. I don't really care about the physical stuff. Personally, the physical stuff doesn't really matter to me. I want to be able to do stuff mentally, which I'm not able to. As in, I want to be able to be at least 50% what I used to be. It's not even close to that. I'm probably operating at like 10% or less than what I used to be at. It's not even close. It's just constant issues. I can't think. Too tired to. And it also just doesn't work and you have to limit yourself because if you don't, you push too far and you crash. You get even worse mental fatigue. And physical fatigue. Which is what I've got now. I've got pushed through mental task. Now I've got physical fatigue and mental fatigue at the same time. Post-exhaustional symptoms. It's like, I don't know how to connect to people because it's like, clearly this is something that people need to know about. It's really, like, significant and an important issue. Like, obviously for the people who have it, but it's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to convince people that that's the case, you know? Was this really a one-time thing and now it doesn't work anymore? What a waste of $3, bro. Because people are like, oh, join MECFS communities. You'll find people who are in a similar situation to you, and they're not. Most of them are old, and the one in my city, and most of them are female, and most of them have physical fatigue as the main issue. I know people who drive with MECFS, bro. How do you do that? That's literally impossible for me. It's literally impossible for me to drive with this sickness. So it's not the same. They say get with people who have it, you'll find similarities, and it's like, no, I don't. I don't find similarities because we don't have the same symptoms, even though it's considered the same illness. It's not the same, actually. How do I even do this? This isn't even picking them up. What's the point of the reg? It's just supposed to be therapeutic. Why did I buy this? This was a waste. What the fuck? I can feel that burning sensation that's like you're pushing yourself too far. Whatever. This is so little though, isn't it? So little. I wish I would just like average. How is this 0%? That didn't do anything. What? That didn't do anything. What? It's stuck. Ah. No. It's gonna close before I get there. There's a basketball. Maybe you can't shoot hoops. Maybe. Remember before Power Wash detail stuff came out, there were so few games back then, seriously. People are absolutely spoiled to fuck with choice today. I used to play, I got this game, it was called Viscera Cleanup Detail or something. It was disgusting, it's just gore and stuff. But I wanted to play a cleaning game, and that's all there was, right? It was so gross though, and it's like they didn't even do not gross levels. They only did gross stuff. It was all you could find. Seriously. Now people have got all these cozy games and relaxing stuff. You didn't have a choice back then. It was like one style and that was it. They say this takes like 2 hours. I think it's gonna take me longer than that. Damn, all my money's gone. Why would you rake? I don't know. I have such a boring life, bro. Literally all I've done today, walk to the dairy, get dressed, walk to the dairy, get a Sprite Zero, come home, shave my face, brush my teeth, lie in bed, because like try to sleep because I'm so tired and fatigued all the time. Did that for hours, go on the computer, fucking jog off and that's it. And then now I'm streaming. That's literally all I do all day. And it's like, and I order some food to eat. Because I don't have the energy to walk to the supermarket and make it myself. Stupid ass life. Stupid ass life, honestly. I wish I were well. Health is the most important thing people have and they don't even realize it. People will say money. It's not money, it's health. Money is not as important as health. It is, money is important in that it can make your health better and you can spend it on things that keep you alive, but and I mean, obviously having massive amounts of money would probably improve your life a lot. But if we're talking about like average amount of money, or just in general, even if I were a millionaire, it wouldn't cure the sickness I have, probably not. And that's why I'd say health is the most important thing. Because you can be very poor, but if you're healthy, that's not as bad. And you can have quite a bit of money, more than the average, but if you're sick, it's still terrible. Doesn't change the fact. Oh, what? Why would you use the rake and stuff, though? Why wouldn't you just pick them up? Isn't that a waste of time? I look so white in the camera. I look so white. I look like a vampire. Isn't it weird how people have different skin tones? I guess people just look different for genetic reasons. It's weird though. Why is 500 the maximum, bro? Leave value up. Oh, that's kind of a good idea. Was this worth $9? I don't think anything's worth $9 except for food at this point. I don't like spending anything on money on anything except bills and rent and food, and that's kind of all I spend it on. I don't like it when I have to spend money on random stuff. I bought some Loop earbuds and they were like $70 fucking or something. It was more than 70. Leave value up. Probably should have done that area first. Because now I've actually lost money by not doing that. Bag tying ability, what does that mean? I did the stupid movement one first. Can you go in here? I definitely had more energy off of the medication than I have on it. It's insane. It's like I was able to do actually quite a bit of stuff. I wasn't physically active, but mentally I could actually organize stuff back then. And I was playing a lot of games, even though I was under a lot of stress with all the noise and the sleep disruptions and stuff. I was able to do stuff, like, mentally, like, what is back tying? Maybe I have to have a full bag first. Sprint ability, Because I was able to play, like, actual games back before I was put on this medication. I played Broken Sword, I played Assassin's Creed. I played Half-Life. I didn't enjoy them, but I played them. You know? It says right click. Okay, I'm right clicking. Jordan. Oh no. Jordan. I get this nice grilled and fried chicken thing from this Thai place in Christchurch. And it comes with... Oh shit. Makes a noise when you get it through. Comes with some nice rice and some nice sauces. I don't actually think the rake is particularly useful. I don't think I'm going to use it. Maybe the leaf blower will be. MECFS is fucked though. Like, you can't do manual labor. And I can't do mental stuff either. Some people with MECFS only have physical issues. Like, they only can't, they can't walk around or do physical stuff. For me, it's like the mental stuff is way worse. I can go for walks. It's tiring, but I can do it. The mental stuff is the stuff I can't do, and it's what leads to me crashing more often. It's like I literally can't do it. I have to limit myself so much, or I will just mentally, like cognitively collapse and not be able to think at all, and it just, your brain just shuts down. Fucking bullshit. Just kind of reminds me of Life is Strange a little bit. I've been listening to music that kind of reminds me of Life is Strange, which is cool. It's like atmospheric indie. Most of it's electronic, which kind of sounds a bit sci-fi, like Blade Runner, the recent one. But some of it is like acoustic, and that reminds me of Life is Strange, that ambient acoustic music. Oh shit, you can throw them pretty far, actually. What if I threw all the bags over the fence? Then I couldn't afford to get anything. Couldn't afford to buy anything. Why am I doing this area? I'm supposed to be doing the basketball court so I can get the sprint ability. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. A lot of attractive girls on TikTok Live, but like, it's just depressing. It's like, you know, I'm never gonna have the chance. My standards aren't even that high, bro. It's just like, my life is so fucked. No one's ever gonna want to have any interest. No one's ever going to have any interest because my life is fucked. I'm surprised I even got 2 likes on Tinder. I've got no likes on anything else though. I feel like it's hard to judge people by just saying them on a profile as well. It's like you don't really know what they're like until you meet them in person. And I just don't meet any people in person, so it's like I don't even have the opportunity. I don't even really have the opportunity to be like getting to know someone because I'm physically not close to, girls my age. Those are the only people I'm interested in. I'm not gay. If I were, there'd be so many options, but there aren't because I'm not. Even though, people in school used to say that. I'm not. I've always been heterosexual. I've always been straight. I have tried, I've experimented with that shit, and I don't like it, so I can't say I didn't try. It would be so much easier though, honestly. Except that I have to hide it from my parents or, find a way out of my parents' place. Did one of them get knocked into the bin or what? And why do I have $3 more now? Huh? What happened? That's weird. I just gained a bunch of money for some reason. I think I might have thrown it into the bin by accident. I basically guarantee if I get into a flat situation, the flatmates aren't gonna like me. I basically guarantee that. I don't think I'm a very likable person with the way I am due to sickness. I'm very negative, pessimistic, cynical, kind of asocial. I don't like to socialize because I feel like shit all the time. Well, I actually do like socializing sometimes. It's just I don't like a lot of the people here. I kind of have a bad impression of a lot of New Zealanders, unfortunately. It's not unfortunate, it's like they just don't act very well, in my opinion. Seriously. I don't even know what a lot of New Zealanders are like, to be honest. Young New Zealanders. My impressions are all kind of based on a very, conservative, social conservative schooling that I went on. I actually liked the people there, but then when I've met people in broader society, it's like I don't like these people at all. You know? I don't. I agree with them on certain things that, that people should be more liberal and this sort, but, um, getting drunk, drinking all the time, I can't agree with that. I would never want to be in a relationship with someone who drinks all the time. I would prefer it, honestly, if they didn't drink at all. That's just my preference, which is really uncommon in New Zealand. It's really uncommon for New Zealanders and Australians not to drink. So it's like, maybe my standards are way too high. It's just really depressing because I feel like when I was in school, I had all of these opportunities with girls who did fit the what I considered like a normal standard, right? A normal preference. There were a lot of girls who fit that. A bunch of them were interested in me, or at least a couple of them were, and I liked them back. I couldn't do anything about it because we weren't allowed to have relationships. Now it's fucked. The only girls that are going to be interested in me now, probably girls that I'm not interested in. I can't understand why someone would be interested either because I can't do anything. I don't have, I don't make a lot of money. I've got no qualifications. I can't walk. It's like, what's she gonna get out of it? Nothing. If relationships are about you do something for them and you get something back, they say it's not transactional, but it is. It is based on. They say, oh, it's not transactional, but it is basically the same thing that you call it not transactional, but it is anyway. It functions the same way regardless. You do something for them and they do something for you back, right? Essentially. What am I going to do back for them? What value am I going to bring to these young girls or friends' lives, right? Nothing. I don't think this is just me being pessimistic. I think that's the reality. What am I going to bring to these people's lives of value? Probably nothing. Right? Probably nothing. Unfortunately. I am Speed. Way. Is that Spider-Man? What the fuck? can't see me. John Cena. I have to slouch in order to be seen. It sucks. I can't sit upright. Polska. Is this Polish-made game? Is that why the English seems slightly off sometimes? But this doesn't look like Poland, does it? It looks like Canada or something. United States. That's funny. What is he doing? It's like, I'm not really a social conservative, but sometimes I am, you know? When it comes to like drugs and smoking and alcohol, not being too loud in public, it's like most people actually in New Zealand, most young people don't care about that shit. Most young people are like loud and they drink all the time, recreational drugs. Bunch of them smoke. Bunch of them smoke. It's crazy. Bunch of people, they get to a certain age and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna start smoking." Why are they doing this, bro? Why are we having young people picking up smoking? I thought that was on the way out. And it's like, no, they're picking it up. I was talking to a guy who's like 20 something in Australia. He smokes. What are we doing? Thought the younger generation was giving that shit up. And you hear all about, oh, Gen Z's not drinking as much. Right? And it's like, almost everyone, almost all the girls on Tinder have drinks occasionally on their fucking, on their dating profiles. Seriously. Almost all of them have drinks occasionally on their dating profiles, and they have pictures of themselves drinking alcohol. So maybe they just don't drink as often, but they definitely still drink. They're not people who don't drink. The only people that seem to not drink at all, possibly, and they might just lie, is like Muslims. What am I getting stuck on? Oh. I'm like, why can't I go forward? I wish I had a house. That'd be so cool. And then money to like pay for it. It's like I'm not even asking for a mansion or anything, bro. You know what I mean? Does this open? Holy lag. Wait. Oh no, look at how many leaves there are. Is that a Half-Life reference? No, I should probably do this one because it puts the leaf value up. That'd allow me to buy more. I had so many opportunities, bro, and now all these girls are either married, in relationships. They wouldn't like me anyway because I'm an atheist now. And I say that publicly, I don't just pretend to be ambiguous. Maybe I do, and I say no I don't because why would I? Why would I believe that shit, bro? People only believe it because it hasn't been proven wrong to them, and a bunch of people they know believe it. That's why they do. Can't deal with the religious shit. The amount of people who call themselves Christians or Buddhists or whatever and then live these absolutely decadent lifestyles where they drink all the time, they're loud, do drugs, all this shit. And like the other one where they're like super and again I am against some of these things, but it's something I'm not necessarily against is like sexualization, right? If they do it to themselves, it's like I don't care. Fine, whatever. But these people call themselves like the fucking religious and shit, and they're like sexualizing themselves on their dating profiles. Everyone does it. It's like the secular religion in this country of like, you know, be decadent and indulge yourself and be indulgent takes it goes far beyond. It transcends basically everything else, it seems. No one's gonna want to be with me, bro. It's such a loss. It's already over. I got so many red flags, and they're not my choice, but a red flag should be like the person does something themselves, and that makes it, but it can be changed, but they choose not to change it, and that makes them, it's like they're a bad person then, right? Not like this person has something that they can't change. And the opposite of that is just, basically, is just prejudice and discrimination. Right, like someone who doesn't walk because of chronic illness. I understand there are practical concerns there of like, how's the family going to make enough money? But rejecting someone based on that is just so shitty. Like, there's nothing they can do, right? You can't just force yourself to walk and then make your sickness worse. Or maybe you can't even force yourself to do it at all. Right? This place is massive. Look at how many leaves there are. That's unfortunately the way it is, though, and you can't really change it. People will reject you because you don't walk. I see this stupid-ass meme of like, oh, the girl who pops into your life, the girl who turns up in your life when you're unemployed. No, that doesn't happen, bro. Doesn't happen. Then there's this thing that people do and they'll say, oh, but I don't actually mean people who are sick. They'll say unemployed people are terrible, unemployed people are losers. If you don't have a job, you don't deserve a girlfriend. And then they'll say, oh, but I didn't mean people who can't work. I mean, it's the same thing. What's the difference? What's the difference? All the reasons you give are things like he doesn't make enough money. What if you can't make money? There's no difference. There's functionally no difference between the two people, except one of them chooses it, or is incapable because of their lack of skill or whatever, and the other one doesn't choose it, and is incapable because of sickness. That's the only difference. Shed roof unlocked. Holy lag. Damn, that was how many bags? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a pen right there. What am I doing? No, there's a pen right there. I didn't know there was another pen. That was funny. The pen revealed itself. I want to get as much money as possible for these lives. How much is a leaf blower? 75 or something? How am I ever gonna get 75 bucks, bro? This just gives you 750. Like, what is that? It just gives you 750. Dump a leaf bag from an impressive distance. 9 out of 15 meters. Okay. 15 meters away. I can do that. Damn. Was that 15? What? That was 9. This gotta be 15 meters away. That's not even close. Oh, man. Bruh. Hitting the backboard. What? 14? Ah, so close. I'm 1 meter off. We go from the basketball hoop. No. Bruh. I'm not even hitting it. Maybe I'm throwing them too high. Boom. Boom, boom. I used to play... I spent so much money on My Singing Monsters when I was a kid. We used to get these, Way. That was a good one. Jump into a big leaf pile. How am I supposed to do that? $79 out of 1,000. 179 out of 1,000 lives. How am I supposed to do that, bro? The swing. Whee! You can swing back and forward on it. That's cool. Wow. $17.38. Polish cow. Polish cows missing. $17.38. I'm lucky what's up below. I feel like I'm not that bad of a... I'm not a bad person. It's just... my situation is fucked. If you're looking at it on paper only, like the way that the way that dating apps do it, it's like, I've got no chance. I really don't have a chance if you go off of like dating app style because I don't look the best. I'm very overweight because of the medication gives me massive appetite. I'm trying to lose it. I've lost a couple kgs, but it's not enough so far. And the rest of it, like being poor, having multiple chronic illnesses, unable to walk, unable to do much, being on antipsychotics, that's all like really bad stuff for relationships. And the reality is, women don't want anything to do with that. Couldn't I jump over there by putting the ball up here? Jordan. $17.38. Still light outside. It was light outside at like 9 p.m. a couple days ago. It's really weird. I like those Insta cameras. I never had one. I always wanted one though. Even though they were supposed to be a girls thing, I always thought they were so cool and I always wanted one. It's funny how it's like that sometimes, like when I got the Sims and I didn't know it was like a girls game. I just thought it was cool. I liked the Sims. What is grill? It's only 50. This is the grill, okay. That doesn't look like a grill. It looks like a pizza oven. Why is there a fireplace there? You're supposed to put food on that. Oh man, look at how many layers there are. Fucking lag. That's cute. Any of this increase my money? Leaf value, here we go. That was not worth it. Jump into... Bro, this is gonna take ages. Did I just throw that into a bin or something? What the fuck? Where'd it go? No, it didn't. Did your pretty as soon as you come in the door? It's fucked. Dating is so fucked. I got nothing to offer and it's as simple as that. I can't offer them anything. I can't give the women, the young women, anything that they want. I can't give them anything that they might want. I used to be appealing to girls my age because I was smart, I was capable, I looked like I was gonna be rich in the future. You know, some government job or maybe a lawyer. Something important that pays well. I used to be, you know, a really good student. At least in most classes, not in all of them, just in most of them. Right, I was a good student. But no. Unfortunately, that all went away, and I was attractive as well. Took care of my parents, so, you know, I looked good. Was a good weight. Good hair. Good facial structure. Confident. Well, I wasn't that confident, but I had enough. I wasn't so pessimistic either. I had quite a lot of friends. Oh well, that's over. Long time ago now, that was, what? 2018, 2019. It's crazy how once you leave school, there's like, where are you even supposed to meet people after that? I don't see young people anywhere. Say you're supposed to go to clubs, which I don't really want to do. There are so many lives in this poll. Kind of fucks up your life plans because it's like no job, no university degree, No girlfriend, therefore no kids. It's like, what are you even living for? So I keep thinking, like, what am I even living for? And it's like painful every day. It's like pain and suffering every day. Because of sickness. Which is the same thing that prevents you from having all of the rest of it. It's like, what is even the point? That it never gets better, and it's not going to, and they're not going to find anything in research. It's been so long and they've got nothing. You know, you think about all the things that people live for, I can't have any of that. It's just not allowed. So when you're operating on a market-based system, people are always going to pick the best available options, and I'm not the best available option. Seriously, I'm probably one of the worst candidates in this city. On the dating app, I'm probably one of the worst candidates, right? And it's not just because I'm physically unattractive, it's because I got sickness. All relates back to the sickness and the drugs I've been forced onto, which are harmful and give all these terrible side effects. Neither of those things I'm able to change. Why am I getting money randomly? It's because leaves are falling into there, okay. Spider on the wall. You lose all your friends as well because you can't, like, go to... What do you say? You can't go to, events and stuff. And then once you've lost them, you got no opportunities to make new ones. Anyway, my friends who were not really good friends anyway actually weren't organizing events. So we're just going to doing stuff with the people at the university. And then the people who didn't go to university, they just wouldn't invite them over for anything and wouldn't host events. And it's just funny because they say, oh, we can't, we've got university stuff, we have to work all the time. And then even during breaks, they wouldn't do anything. It was just pathetic. It's like, just say you don't want to hang out. I got so pissed off, I just ended up cutting them off eventually because they were just pissing me off with never doing things together and for other reasons related to them as individuals. Like, just, I would have, like, zero social interactions all year, you know, for, like, the year back then, basically. And it's still super minimal now. And these people wouldn't have events. The only time we went out and did something was when I had to organize it and ask them to. That was basically the only time we did anything together. They never organized anything. Yeah, because it used to be that they had a couple of events per year, which is still really minimal. You would think most friends would get together like at least once a month, right? Hang out, do something together, message each other. These people never messaged me. The only time they messaged me was when I was basically cutting them off. And then they're like, oh, why, you know, oh, maybe we should do something. That's what they say like a month or so into me not contacting them anymore or not having anything to do with them, really. Then they say, oh, how about we do something? Fuck off. I was with them for a year. These were people from high school. Didn't have social media for like a year and a half. And then I was with them with their group for like a year and a half. It was just shit. It's just shit. When you get sick, everyone sees you as lesser. They don't respect you anymore. That's what pisses me off the most. You lose everyone's respect. You're just seen as an inferior, someone who can't really do things. So, lost all of those friends. Nice to have someone to, people to talk to about stuff, but yeah, unfortunately not anymore. So it wasn't worth it. I felt like they were like, I was being held back by the standard of like, who I was supposed to be around them as well. Like I didn't have like the freedom to express myself the way I wanted to around them, unfortunately. And they did a bunch of things to piss me off regardless. One of them, out of the couple of people I still want to be friends with, and I still have him added on stuff, he hasn't contacted me since 2021. So, the last time I saw him was 2021. He's never messaged me. I've had him as my Facebook friend for like years, and he's never messaged me. I don't even know what he's doing. Might have sent him in the background of some girl's profile picture, but who knows? Who fucking knows? Because I don't know. Maybe he thinks, oh, if I want to, I should contact him. But like, I'm kind of like dealing with sickness all the time. And it's just fucking awkward, because it inevitably comes up, like, oh, what are you doing, blah, 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 and they, like, step around the issue and stuff, but it inevitably comes down to, like, we live completely different lives. Our lives are diverged massively because I've gotten sick and they haven't, and that's the fundamental difference. It's a fundamental difference between them and I. Is that I've gotten sick and they haven't. So, yeah. It's just depressing. It really depresses me, I can't lie. Meeting up with old friends and like their lives look great compared to mine. Everyone's life looks great compared to mine. I'd trade mine for basically anyone's, honestly. I would. I can't imagine it being much worse than this. Seriously. It's painful to be alive. All my goals are unreachable. Stupid fucking life. Some people, most people end up alright in a place like this. And then a really small number of people get fucked over really badly, and I just happen to have really bad luck. It's just bad luck, basically. Because they can't say what else it is. It's essentially just really bad luck. Imagine how much that fucks you up when your life is like completely ruined. Basically by just really bad luck. You just have really bad luck. It's crazy. So other people look like that. It's so easy, and they'll always like lie and say, well, I know I don't have it easy. everyone has their struggles. Fuck off. You have it easy. So much easier than a lot of other people. Especially if you live in the West. If you live in the West and you're not homeless, you're probably better off than at least 3/4 of the world's population. Bro, this isn't even going up. Does it have to be new leaves every time? No, it's just not going up. That's so weird. Jump into a big leaf pile. No, there just has to be more leaves stacked up on each other or something. It's not going up because I don't go over 223. I think that's what it is. Maybe if I rake these all together and then jump up and down on it. Okay. It's kind of working. $7.20. This would have been a really good place to do it though. It also depresses me because when I meet people who are like that I knew before I was sick, it just reminds me of my old life, which isn't very fun. It's kind of just depressing. And then at the same time, it's like people I meet after I've been sick, it's like they don't really know me because they didn't know me before I got sick. They didn't know me when I was a fully functioning person. So they think this is just who I am and I've always been this way, and it's not. That's what the psychiatrists and the fucking, you know, the judges in court and shit are like. They don't realize, oh, it hasn't actually always been this way. No, I get sick with chronic fatigue syndrome. It ruins my life. So I have to sweep 1,000 leaves into a pile. That's 700, that was pretty good. How many is this? Not even 700. Stupid neck. My neck is all stuff. It's just depressing, and I think it's depressing for them as well because, like, I used to have a lot of respect from the people that I went to school with, the people that I used to know. I used to be seen as, like, someone who was pretty upstanding, like, who had pretty high standards for themselves. And, yeah, now it's like, obviously that's not the case anymore. I look like trash. I live fucking terribly. shit has ruined my life. Wait, I did it. Is there a bin out here? It's apparently not. Like, I don't understand, like, what are you actually supposed to live for if you can't have any of these things? You know, no social connections, basically. No chance at relationships, you're never gonna have kids, you've got no legacy. You know, and it's struggle all the time. So what's the point? I don't understand. What's the point? What is the point? No one can give me advice because this isn't a situation that anyone's in. Seriously. Like, I can't even do shit. The entire point of life is doing shit, is being able to do shit. I can't do things, right? I can't do things physically or mentally. Even this is gonna end up being too much, and I'm gonna end up being mentally fatigued afterward. This is just some casual, relaxing game, you know? I wish that people would listen to my situation and, like, try to do something about it, because it's fucking awful. And it never ends, and nothing, like, changes. Who knows what you're supposed to live for? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just torture. It's just fucking torture all the time. Why even try to live through it? I've already been doing that. This is the thing. It's like I've been doing that for 7 years. Right? It's saying, oh, just keep going, just keep going. It never gets better and it keeps getting worse. Never gets better and it gets worse. Okay? It's not fucking worth it. It's not worth it. What is the point of living like this? If it's a constant struggle that never ends, it never gets better, it's always painful, you suffer constantly, and it never ends, what is the point of even living? Seriously, they're not going to find a fucking cure, they're not going to develop a treatment. They don't even have a fucking diagnostic test yet, which is extremely minimum. That is extremely the minimum that they could do. So and people go, oh, but Stephen Hawking did stuff. Stephen Hawking wasn't fucking mentally affected. He only had physical constraints. He didn't have constraints to his mental abilities. Fucking obviously, I do. This is worse than that. Seriously, I wish I didn't, and I do. He was able to live a life because he didn't have that many fucking issues aside from being physically incapable. And at least people recognize that and they helped him out with it. No one gives a shit about what I'm dealing with. No one helps me. I have zero services, zero support in any way at all. The only fucking services I've been given is stuff for like mental illness, which I don't have, which they've decided to diagnose me with. That is all I've got. All I've got from the New Zealand government is sickness payment, which is too low to rent and buy food with, and is less than half of minimum wage. And mental illness bullshit, which doesn't help me at all, and it hasn't helped me and isn't going to. It doesn't help what I'm dealing with. They don't even understand what I'm dealing with, because they don't deal with physical conditions. I can't crouch yet, why's that? Is this what the rake is for? No. How do I get the crouch? Wait, I've on... Oh, no, it was just lagging. Set I on... what was I... the greenhouse. I've unlocked the greenhouse. Okay. I think the greenhouse lets you crouch, right? Bro, I haven't even done this area. Oh, this is the crouch. Oh man, this area is massive. Why didn't I do this already? I thought the greenhouse was supposed to be unlocked. %100% is... Oh, I haven't finished the poll? What the fuck? Okay. What do you mean I haven't finished the poll? Not all this stuff. It's only 85%. 86%. There's one leaf in the poll. What is that doing now? I'm gonna do the outside and then the inside. Bro. I'm gonna be so rich when I put all of these lathe bags in. It's such a stupid life, honestly. It's like, I've lost all the chance to do anything. It's really just a waste of time. I don't know why I have to keep going on like this. It's already over. Like, I've already lost. And there's kind of no coming back from it. Where are the rest of the lathes? Is this part of the beach? The pole? Why is this part of the pole? I thought this was the grill. This is the pole, what the fuck? What if I throw on... Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to get that now. What if I throw one over here? That's the grill. Is this the pole? $99%. Where's the 1%? Bro, what? They must be under something. Are they under the seats? So I need the crouch ability, and here they are. What does the greenhouse give you? Secret room. Wait, so the leaf value's not going up after this, is it? I think it's maxed. So I should just put these in. I've got so many. Look at all these. Look at all these bags. There's even more out here. There's even more out there. And then around here there are a whole bunch as well. No, there's only a couple. I'm rich. Let's buy this. Oh man, why is there not one out here? ChatGPT said that antidepressants wouldn't work anyway because it's not a serotonin issue. It's probably a hormones like testosterone, definitely high prolactin, probably low testosterone. Because this medication that I'm on, this fucked up medication. Why does this game lag so much? You can't throw them off the fence, that's good. $200. There's actually nothing else to buy, is there? Oh, that's kind of lame. Lag. Need to do the swing area so I can crouch. Okay, this is kind of useful. Hit the basket with everything you can. Somehow I gotta get this. Oh no, there's this beach ball. I gotta do it with. so laggy. This game's gonna take ages. Oh my god. That's where this went. So focused on the game. I'm tired, I feel like going to bed. Yeah, I really don't understand what you're supposed to do, like, living a life like this, so what's the point? I don't get it. It's just painful. I'm tired. I feel like I've kind of wasted my time playing this game, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it's just random walk. Crazy how I streamed for like 4 months and then September to October, October to November, didn't really stream December, January, February. It's basically 3 months. And I've got 10 followers, a bunch of them are from the same group of people who don't actually watch me. It's like, how am I supposed to get any social interaction outside of like those awful sites like Omegle style thing? I don't even know. I feel like I can't relate to most people. That's what I said to the community support worker. I was like, you know, I kind of can't relate to most people, so it's like hard to be friends. They said this game took 2 hours to complete. I think it's gonna be longer than that. I've got a communist party, like, New Zealand Facebook page where I just post random policy stuff sometimes. The only interaction I've had with it is from some anti-communist guy. It's crazy, like, they'll seek out their opposition and then just post anti-stuff on their page. And that's literally the only interaction I've had, as a comment. He's saying there needs to be more welfare spending and more government intervention into the economy. He says, some stupid. He posted some stupid ass quote: "Communism is the opium of communists," which is just fucking retarded. Like that completely ignores the entire context of the original quote, right? The difference between communism and religion is that there's a basis for it. It has a material basis, and isn't just some delusion that people tell themselves. If you actually study Marxism, it has a material basis. It's based on improving conditions for poor people in the working class. That's the point of it. That's what it's supposed to do. It's not some religion that's just supposed to delude you into thinking everything's fine as it is, which it's not. I got the crouch ability. Can you bunny hop? Oh no, I've messed it up. Bunch of these aren't from the maze. Neoliberal economics is so bad, bro. There needs to be more intervention into the economy. There's just the obvious solution is that when there's a problem, the government does something about it. Neoliberal economics tells them that they shouldn't ever do anything about the issues, though. which is insane. They say no welfare spending, no government intervention into the economy, all privatized. It's fucking bullshit. It's a system that beats down on the worst off people. That's how it's supposed to operate. Yeah, $25 for that. I'm so tired. It's only 8:30. I'm still tired. It's kind of exhausting, man. Is this the only spot left? I still haven't done the grill. God, this place has such a large amount of leaves in it. I'm only 51% through. This is getting boring. such a waste of time, honestly. Just walk. That's the problem with these games. They end up just being walk. Secret room. What was the vent in here? Come on, lag. What the fuck is this? No, that was the end? Where are the rest of the photos? Okay, I think that's the end. Oh, I completed it in one stream. Two hours, 40 minutes. It's absurd they've got this super conservative person winning in Japan. Someone said that the reason why she's winning is like it's simply tourism and immigration and that's it. Single vote issues. Even though she says that Japanese people should work harder, even though they've got one of the worst difficult work cultures in the world. $50 parties. What the fuck are they doing, bro? It's all the same, nothing changes. Everything keeps getting worse. Biggest waste of time. That was 3 days, bro. Biggest waste of time he's ever experienced. People have it too easy. If that is a big deal, it's honestly kind of unbelievable, bro. Tom and Jerry episode. This is boring. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do, like, post on social media, nobody listens to it. Seems fucking stupid. That thing's gonna drown, bro. Cells is overrated as fuck, bro. It's too expensive. I think I'll go to bed now. That's like two questions. What do I live for? How do I make it better? How do I how do I get people to understand how shit this is and then get them to try to help me do something about it? Anyway, it's an average stream.